It's Tom and Todd's Face Off on WRKO.com.
Well, you're probably worried about that September swoon of the Sox. The good thing about Face Off, never a swoon. We're always hitting the ball right out of the park. Welcome back to Face Off.
And Jacoby Ellsbury's not going to catch it.
Does Herman Cain's win in Florida mark the beginning of the end for Rick Perry?
No, absolutely not, although you have to be delighted with Herman Cain's success. It creates a new energy. Guy who goes 999 and gets the crowd chanting.
999 playing.
That's my kind of guy. But no, the people who are writing Rick Perry's political obituary, stay tuned. A couple of more important debates coming up. This guy will get better, in my opinion. If he doesn't get better, prepare the obituary, open up the grave. We'll have the wake 2 to 4, 7 and
Whatever
9.
opiates he's been taking, I think they're going to discontinue, and I'm sure he'll do better in the future. My guess on this guy is that he's so comfortable being himself that he pays no attention to things that stress other people out. So he goes calmly into a debate unprepared and gets confused and baffled and doesn't even bother him. But he's going to have to straighten out or he is over.
Elizabeth Warren has made some headlines with her comments that businesses should pay more taxes because taxpayers helped create the business with roads, education, police, etc. Doesn't she have a point?
No, Elizabeth Warren does not have a point. She's one of the socialists, and the whole design is meant to bring down America. Everybody, what she basically said is everybody's on an even playing field. We all contribute to that which is ours, like the roads, and we all have a chance to go forth from that and make something great happen. Doesn't mean they need to be punished disproportionately. As a matter of fact, I don't know why there are any taxes on business at all, because all business does is produce income for individuals, which is then taxed. It's nuts what she's saying.
Yeah, Elizabeth Warren, I think, is really pushing the envelope here, whether that is to energize and to persuade and excite a Democratic base. I'm not quite sure.
Which I think they find exciting.
The whole issue of fairness, I mean, it's a very, very subjective and therefore an elastic word, but how is it fair that one half the country pays nothing at all? One half the country pays nothing, the donut. Now that's ridiculous in terms of fundamental fairness.
And that's critical to understanding how the politics works. Democrats are about telling that 50% who don't pay any of the federal income taxes that they're getting screwed, and to encourage them to demand more. It works well for them because everybody falls for these dumb fairness arguments.
WRKO recently hosted Donald Rumsfeld. Does he get a bad rap for his time as Secretary of Defense, or is the criticism deserved?
Well, criticism goes with the office. Any Secretary of Defense is going to get kicked around. The notion that the war was for oil and there are other manipulations, I'm not sure that I buy it. Clearly, mistakes are made. By the way, the title of the book is perfect for anybody who's ever been in or considering public life. Known and unknown. There are certain things you know, and you know it, and you're comfortable with it, and nothing will ever knock you off of that position. And then there are unknowns, and you have to make serious decisions based upon unknowns. You can't hold a person to a perfect standard when we're all fallible.
Wow, that's pretty heavy. I have to consider that for a minute. Don Rumsfeld, I think, is my favorite Secretary of Defense who's ever served twice in that office. I mean, the guy is wonderful. And by the way, Tom and I both thought he was the best Secretary of Defense we ever spent the evening with. You agree, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wonderful, compelling, bright, feels very decent, gracious. I mean, just such an impressive guy. I don't know what all those protesters were throwing things about, but he was good. It was a great event. That's it for this week's Face Off. The weeks go by fast, so make sure you check every day for a new Face Off here on WRKO.com.